Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons on Codex. My name is Tim. This guy over here is J Dubs. On the other side of me is Sal, the Slab guy. Down below is Archduke Kevy. On one of the other sides of him is Dan the Man from Instagram. And last but not least is Kristen the Sturdy. You know all of us from Codex. We know all of you from watching us religiously, and we very much appreciate it. Now you get to see an awesome story unfold over the course of several weeks. Before we get started, let's get some business out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find all of us on all the socials. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station, and that is where you will find us. Your favorite social media platforms, the live streaming platforms you're watching us on right now. Dan, what do they have to do?
Oh, they just got to click like, they got to click share so everybody can enjoy all of this. And you know what? If you want to leave a comment too, that would be super awesome. But make sure that you follow and subscribe as well so that you always know and put those alerts on so you always know when we got more stuff popping up.
There you go. Right on.
It's like he knows.
Hot potato work today. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we also have a Patreon. Jamie is going to let you know all about that. And also, Sal and Jamie are going to let you guys know about our sponsor for this week's episode.
Yeah, guys, definitely go check out our Patreon. It's right there in the corner of that QR code. If you scan it with your smartphone or anything you have near you, it'll take you straight to our Patreon. And there's two sets of tiers. One's just the price of a cheap cup of coffee, and you get exclusive content from us. The other one, $7 tier, you get the kitchen sink. You get to talk to every host. You get to ask us questions. You get unedited footage. You get your name at the end of the episodes as a Patreon spotlight, and so much more.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And this week's sponsor, Jamie, who would that be?
Ooh, Dubby Energy. Sal's sporting his as well. Guys, go over Dubby.gg. Check them out. It is the most jitterless, anti-crash, no bad aftertaste energy drink that's on the market today. Not like those Red Bulls and, monsters that you get anywhere else that leave that bad aftertaste in your mouth. So go over to w.gg, use the keyword at checkout, CODEX, that's CODE-X, and save yourself 10% on your order. And trust me, Sal hates energy drinks, but he loves these, right?
I absolutely do. Can't stand energy drinks. That's why I never really got into that scene. But this W Energy is a great drink.
Yes, the Cali O Cream is a dream.
I like the fruit punch. The fruit punch is my favorite.
And I hear the the coupon is so worth it.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely is at the end.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, W Energy is our sponsor for this week's episode. Now that the business is out of the way, are you guys ready to get into some Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yes. Let's roll.
All right. Perfect. Literally, Kevin, let's roll. So before we get started, let's get some character introductions out of the way. Jamie, why don't you go ahead and start us off with your character and some backstory?
Yeah, I'm Nero the Broken. So essentially, I'm a dragonborn that was tortured as a child and mentally broken. Just basically using a cavalcade of abilities and learning, how to scout nature. The character's basically grown to just be a hunter and scavenger at that point. So
right on. Okay, Sal, what about you? Your character?
My character's name is Zane Darkmoor. He is a high elf wizard, and he is living in the human world. They've been kicked out of the Fey realm due to another backstory that has yet to be created. But they do wear a golden dragon crest with their as their symbol, and he has like 23 siblings. He's the last of the 23 siblings, and he's a protector of his city, and he will do anything to protect friends and family.
There you go. Kristen, your character.
All right, so I am Nestle. It's okay. Nestle Greenleaf. I am a human druid, but she was found as a foundling in the forest and was raised by a tiefling.
Okay.
So she doesn't know what a human is. She doesn't know what being a druid is like. Anything else like that. So her is a pursuit of knowledge through everything. She has gone ahead and connected with Sal's character. Hey, babe. To be
Yep,
friends.
yes.
Brother
Right.
and sister relationship, but as friends, because he also has this idea of the pursuit of knowledge. So for her, it's not being about a druid, it's not being about a human, it's not being about a tiefling, it's about where did I come from and why.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Kevin, what about you?
My character is a human paladin named Cervases. Ha.
I
And
love it. I love that. I love that. It's amazing.
he was one of the most evil bastards in the city, and he was just truly chaotic evil, worst guy. And he was captured, and he was given a choice of either have a spell placed on him for the opportunity of redemption or straight up death. My character chose redemption, and the spell gave him the opportunity to become lawful good. And now he's a paladin seeking redemption for his past.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Love it. I love
Dan,
it.
finish us off. What do you got?
My character is named Kilgore the Death Slayer. He's I gotta check the page again. He's a human barbarian who solves all of his problems with the most amount of extreme violence that he can muster. And I like to think of him as the living embodiment of F around and find out.
Okay.
I was there when
Awesome.
he made that character. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with his character.
It's a great character. I love it so much.
Okay. Well,
I swear, mine's like the Deadpool of D&D.
let's
my
go
goodness.
ahead and bring up D&D Beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we are playing on right now is D&D Beyond. It seems to be the most streamlined for people that are new, and it's a welcome environment for people that have played before that have played in a while. So let's go ahead and get started. So, on the world of
Anyway.
Darmus, the land where you guys live, the planet that you live on, Darmus, the continent of Dravora is where our adventure begins, where our adventure will take place, and where the future will unfold. A brief history lesson. Darmus was created by the ultimate being Korax. He created three brothers: Relic, the god of good and justice; Tamaris, the god of neutrality and balance; and Artefactus, the god of evil and revenge. And when he created those three brothers, he spoke to them but once, and he said, "You shall not create that which I have created, and you shall not create that which I will create." And then after that, he created lesser gods: Drago, the god of war; Emiriel, the goddess of joy and laughter; Vanitas, the goddess of seduction and love; Cerritus, the goddess of the four winds; Necrosis, the god of death; Lox, the god of trickery and thievery, and so on and so forth. The first dragon was created. His name is Zerasis, the beginner, and his sole purpose in life is to bring and keep balance on the world of Darmus. So good cannot oversway evil, and evil cannot oversway good. There are other dragons too: Gilifus the noble, Carmine the destroyer, and so on and so forth, that live all over the planet and go all over to different places. On the continent of Adifus, another major story has taken place where they had the Armor-Clad Wars, the second Armor-Clad War that led to the Age of Renewal, which we are in now. Where Adifus's story is taking place currently, you guys are going to be creating a new tale on the lands of Dravora. And we begin in the port city of Losh. Losh is the largest city in the kingdom of Urheim. It is a country that is lush in forestry, small plains. It's a kind of a linear country. It's more long than it is wide. and Beverin is the country above it. The two are on uneasy terms as it is right now, but no war has broken out in centuries, even though there is still tension and stuff like that. Yorhain is the country once again, and in the native language, it means chance of fate. And Losh, like I said, is the biggest city in this country. It is the port city. It's where everything comes from the west across the sea, where Adifis is. Losh is the first city that you would come to. Yeah.
You said native language. What is their native language, please?
It would be more like Scandinavian if you would think about it, but common is common, and you guys know and understand it.
Enough,
So,
right?
oh yeah. Common is spoken more than their native tongue is. Their native
Okay.
tongue is for them, but Yorhain is the name of the country. Losh is the name of the city. Anybody
Right.
else?
Thank you.
Okay, moving forward. We start with Sal and Kristen, you two in the port city. How long ago, or how long have you two been friends, and how solid is the friendship? Let's put it that way.
So in my head, Sal, by the way, because I didn't write it down. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all
We've
right.
not been friends for we're not talking like decades or centuries here.
Mhm.
We're talking about a friendship that began because we have the same pursuit of knowledge.
Got it.
And it's like, if we're going to do that, we do it together, which is a safety net.
Okay.
I would say
Couple of years.
2 years. Yeah, I would say a
Yeah,
couple of years. What do you think, Sal?
Yeah, I was gonna say at the most 5. At the most 5.
There you go. 2 to 5 years.
uh,
Perfect.
So yeah, and I kind of cling to Kristen's character because he's aloof. He doesn't understand the human culture. He
Mhm.
doesn't understand anything about humans. So
Got it.
whenever he interacts with them, it almost seems like he's being aloof because he doesn't understand. And,
Got it.
you
And the
know,
only thing that probably saves him is the fact that my character is human.
human,
Mhm.
right?
Even though she was not raised by humans,
Right.
being human will make it be like, oh, well, she's human. And
Right.
he can go ahead and cling on there because I am the human.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you guys have been friends for several years. The friendship has formed into a brother and sister kind of bond at this point in
Love it.
time.
Right.
Okay. So traveling from the east, coming west, you guys come into the what?
Oh
okay,
no,
you're
I'm
yawning.
sorry.
Got
I
it.
was
Okay.
about not
Nope.
yawning. I was about to hiccup.
That's fine. Traveling from the east to the west, you come into the port city of Losh. Losh is huge. It sits on this multi-layered section of hills that go to the shores of the ocean. Many ships come through, like regular cargo ships kind of thing. You also see things called battle barges, and what these are, you know this because you guys have been in the cities enough, especially Losh at this point in time. Battle barges are crafted and made by the Minotaur. They are warships, and they are enormously long and wide. They look like big rectangles that float on the water. They have a lot of ballistas and things like that all over the place, and their job is to patrol the ports and the outer lying sections of the waters. Seeing them is not uncommon. It doesn't mean that war is near and invasion is happening. It's more of a welcome sight than anything because you know that the Minotaur are very strict as far as law and order and things like that, and they do not fuck around.
Sorry.
But beyond that, like I said, the city is kind of built on this multi-sectioned set of hills. You have smaller buildings, all concrete and stone and things like that. And then you have this larger castle-like structure more toward the top of these hills. It's tall. It has several pillars on each side, 2 on each to be exact, with a bigger building in the center, built out of like a grayish type stone. But from what you guys can see, it looks more crafted by dwarven hands than anything else. Dwarven architecture is very common to see, and it is gorgeous and beautiful in the way that it's been constructed. Inside the city, you guys know that there's a wealth of knowledge there. There's libraries, there's museums, there are taverns and inns and things of that nature. The 2 horses that you already have, you guys ride in on. And what do you do from there?
I suggest that we should look for lodging, and I suggest we look for. Well, I would like to check out the library. To tell you the truth.
My character, Nesla, would love to see the library, but also, can we find other people that are on the same search as us? We don't have to trust them. Just on the same path.
So, if we are, whereabouts in the city are exactly?
So you're on the eastern side of the city, and don't forget, guys, if you want to talk in character, just go ahead and speak in character and things like that too. You can do that. Yep.
Hey Z,
go ahead.
Sal, you're Z. We have nicknames. Call me. Hey Z.
All right, Ed.
I love it.
I will speak to the port master about a suitable location to find more explorers.
That's great. Do you think we'll be able to find people that are on the same path as us? Path of knowledge?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. Knowledge comes from any path.
You know what? Right. That's right.
So I seek out the harbor master or a official looking person.
An official looking person is easy to find. There are several city guards all around. They look more official than you do. And they kind of look like they know what they're doing. As far as like aristocrats or anything like that, you don't see any offhand.
Okay, that's all right. All right. So I approach one of these. I said, "Good sir, I need your time for 1 minute."
He turns to you. You see he's kind of in the middle of a conversation with some person, and he looks to you and he goes, "Excuse me, sir?"
Well, at this time, I'm pulling out money, like a few, let's say 5 or 6 gold.
By the way, I will be behind Sal. By the way, just so
his eyes light up at 5 gold.
I need your attention for 5 minutes.
He takes it very quickly, and he's like, "You have my attention, good sir. What can I do for you?"
I need good lodging for the night, and I need to seek a place where I can find other explorers.
Well, for good. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Z, I know you have a lot of money. That doesn't mean that everybody is trusting.
That is not true.
Reliable.
Good sir. I would not listen to your friend behind you. I am extremely trusting. You have given me 5 gold. I'll tell you anything that you need.
I wouldn't.
Proceed.
I'm sorry, that wasn't in character.
Very well.
Proceed.
I highly recommend you to find established young people. Go to the Cultured Swine. It is down closer to the docks. There you will find lodging, and I'm quite sure the people you're looking for.
What does that smell? What does that smell?
He kind of looks around and he's like, "Fish."
All right, very good.
I hope it's
very
fish.
Good. Very good. Very good.
Very well.
We should head to this Cultured Swine.
The Cultured Swine. Yes, the Cultured Swine.
I'm trusting you.
Thank you and good day.
I am trusting you, Z, only because you have more experience like this, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
The city guard nods at you. He's like, "I bid you both good day too. And sir, if I might impose some advice upon you."
Sorry, it was my Alexa going off.
That's okay. He says, he says, "Sir, if I might impose some advice upon you,
please
always give money when you request information."
Right. Thank you for that tidbit of information. I appreciate
very well. The Cultured Swine. Don't forget the Cultured Swine.
Cultured Swine. Thank you.
Cultured Swine. All right. Onward.
Are we out of hearing?
Oh, yeah. He's counting his money right now. He just got 5 gold. He don't give a shit.
Yeah. Okay. Z, I love you, but you are naive. I don't want to say you're an idiot, but you're close.
What? I was told that paying for proper information is...
No. I know what you were told. You trust too easily. And you just
Okay.
you just showed someone the money that you fucking have. What's going to happen when we get there and they want all of your money?
I understand. Not to worry. I am prepared.
We will
Oh
leave
no,
it.
I'm going to worry.
We will leave it right there for a minute and move over to Dan.
All right.
So, Dan, Kilgore the Death Slayer, you have been in Losh for a couple of days now. From wherever you came from, whatever Conan-esque world you crawled out of, you have made your way to the city of Losh. Whatever you were going through before has given you nothing. Now you need something else, and your fist needs to connect with the face. You are in the bar called the Cultured Swine. You are do you want to be seated at a booth or a table or the bar itself?
I'll be seated at a booth in the back.
Okay, with your back to the wall so you can see the door.
Oh, of course.
Obviously.
Good
Okay.
man.
With my great big
man.
axe right beside me where everyone can see.
Little bit of shadow
Sorry.
in an otherwise lit up room, so people have a hard time looking at you, so they're giving you little stares, kind of. Who is that guy, that mysterious man?
Whatever kind of beer, mead,
it'll be an ale. You've got a big tankard of ale in front of you, along with a plate full of food, meats, potatoes, carrots, all that sort of stuff.
I'm thinking like a barrel with a handle on it.
Maybe not that big. We'll go something like this. How about that? Okay, so you're seated.
Let it happen, man.
You're seated at the booth. You've been here for a little while, long enough to get at least 2 of these tankards of ale in you, plus your food. There goes that motorcycle again. That's weird.
God, it's the races behind my house. Sorry.
Go out there and
Whoa!
The racist.
Races.
Oh.
Freaking
Whoa!
It's like, wow.
It becomes a speed track for every car and motorcycle. I'll have to
Freaking
give it
elves.
Somebody correct that, please.
freaking elves.
Fair enough. So Dan, you're seated there. The tavern is not incredibly full, but it's more like halfway. It's the middle of the day right now. It's sunny outside, so there's a lot of light coming in, except for, strangely enough, the booth you're seated in that shrouds you in shadow. It's you've got people off to the, like, directly in front of you past the door would be a small group of people playing musical instruments, flutes, pan flutes, lyres, things like that, guitars, all that stuff. And it's a nice upbeat tune that's playing right now. So it's got a lot of people moving and talking and things of that nature. A lot of the people that are in here right now would be fishermen. There's a minotaur or 2. They're kind of keeping to themselves, the same as you are, and a few other fellow adventuring type people. So, Dan, what would you be doing at this point?
At this point, I would be eating my giant plate of food, drinking my giant, like I said, whatever alcoholic drink,
Ale.
there, and basically just waiting for something interesting to happen.
Well, as a matter of fact, something interesting is about to walk through the door in the form of a dragonborn. Jamie, you have made your way to Losh from wherever you were before, and all this stuff will be revealed as time goes on. But Losh is the big city. Losh is the place where fate comes to chance, and you've decided to take your chances here. The Cultured Swine is the bar, the talk of the town. It's where everybody's telling you to make your way to, and you have since done that. On the front is a big swivel type advertisement thing that's kind of hanging there. It's got a picture of a pig dressed in like a king's clothes and a crown on the top holding a scepter, and it says the Cultured Swine. So there you go. You can walk in, and what are you going to do?
All right, so I walk into the Cultured Swine and look around, see what's
You
going on in there.
see, like I said before, you see a minotaur or two just kind of sitting there enjoying their food. It's a lot of fishermen, locals that are in here. There are some people that look like they could be the adventuring type. But beyond that, and the music that's playing, the people that are playing the instruments off to your right are in here too. The bar is not full. Tables are not full. There is one table shrouded in shadow, and there may or may not be somebody sitting over there.
All right, so I approach the bar.
Okay.
Just take a
A large, portly, bald-headed man with a bright red nose is sitting there cleaning glasses as he goes, hello, lad. What can I get for you today?
I'll take the biggest ale
not
you
the
have.
first one today. You sound like someone else that's come through. The biggest ale, you say? He turns around, pours it
Yes.
into a cup that's like twice the size, sets it down before you. He goes, that'll be 2 silver.
And I
Okay.
give you 2 silver, and I give you 1 gold, and ask you for information.
Okay, make sure if you're giving money away, you mark it off of what you have
Your
on
sheet.
your character sheets. If you don't know how to do it now, we
Okay.
can do it at the end.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Do you
do it at
have
the
2
end.
silver and a gold?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I had a lot last time.
Okay, so he takes the 2 silver, puts it in one little pouch on the side of the bar, and then swipes that gold and puts it in his pocket. He leans in real close and he goes, what kind of information are you looking for there, sir?
Well, this is my first time here, and I've been told this is where I come to find adventurers. Everyone here looks a little less of an adventurer than I expected. But who's the big Marky Mark looking great value
Who's the big
Uh,
Marky Mark?
shadow?
I don't think it understands Marky Mark.
He
I
looks
don't think the Funky Bunch exists. in
Oh my God,
Dungeons
that's
and
great.
Dragons.
he looks to you and he goes like this, motions for you to come in. It's
The
pretty
fuck is Marky
obvious.
Mark?
It's pretty obvious he is not concerned one way or the other about how you look, right? The way he's acting, he's seen your kind come through before. He goes, whoever's sitting over there in that shadows is pretty mysterious, but I will tell you this, traveler. He drinks the same as you. And he leans back out.
Great. We both have daddy issues.
Oh my
But that doesn't help.
No.
I was expecting a little bit
Stop
more.
for a
You know what?
second.
I
Oh my
will go
God.
talk to him myself.
By all means, go talk to him. But I do have to let you know that if any interactions do happen, I request you take them outside. I just had the walls replaced.
You know, for real fast, just to let you know, for a place is called the Cultured Swine, you're pretty uncultured swine. Have a good day.
Oh my
I
God.
get that a lot, sir. I get that a lot. Let me know when you need your tankard refilled.
No offense, Jamie. Do you have any idea what the fuck you're saying?
Jamie's gonna be the first to die.
Yeah.
All right, Dan,
love it.
you
I
are
love it so much.
seated over there. You saw that dragonborn come in, and he was talking with the bartender who pointed in your direction several times, and now said dragonborn is making his way to you. But we'll wait there for just a moment. We've got one more other character to introduce. Kevin. You, sir, are coming in on one of the ships into the port city. You have come from the continent of Adifus all the way across the ocean. And now you are here in the port city of Losh to start anew. You are sailing on one of the battle barges that has been converted into a person transport. And it's still manned by Minotaur. And the travel across the sea was not incredibly difficult or treacherous. However, a giant octopus or two may be dragging along the sides.
Nice.
But that's neither here nor there. The battle barge comes in and it docks. Its plank gets lowered down so people can start to disembark. You have already gathered your things from your room, and you are now making your way down the ramp. Okay, so you get down the ramp. There's a gentleman standing there. He's dressed pretty snazzy. Looks like he's got a little bit of money. He's got a piece of parchment in front of him, and somebody standing there just holding an inkwell and he's dipping a gold feathered quill in it every now and then. And you can see that what he's doing is he's taking names and information. So it goes through a couple of people, and then it finally comes to you. And without even looking at you, like he's got these glasses without the bands or anything, they just sit on the bridge of his long nose, and he kind of pushes it up a little bit, and he goes, "Name, sir," and he dips in the inkwell. "Name, sir," he says again. He's looking at you very impatiently, and he says, "For the third time, sir, name."
Vases.
Vases. Is there a prefix before that? And he writes it down.
No, simply vases.
He looks up over his glasses, kind of looks you up and down, and he goes, "What is your business in Losh?"
Passing through.
"Aren't we all?" And he writes that down. "How long do you plan to stay, or should we call the Undertaker?"
That has yet to be determined.
Of course it has. He looks at your sword and looks at your garb. "Are you military, sir?"
Shall we say freelance?
"Aren't we all?" And he writes that down too. "Very well. I recommend that you stay out of trouble. Enjoy Losh."
I intend to, but that doesn't necessarily always play out the way we want.
"Then I will see you soon." And he waves you into the city.
This is all fair, by the way. I love it.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. The description of the city is as I've said before, but you're coming in from the port, so you see the city built on this multi-level section of hills with a large castle up at the top, buildings and streets and things like that. It smells and looks like a major city.
Okay. I go to a random citizen. Oh, actually, Tim, out of character.
Yep.
What was the name of we established wait, is it
The god you worship?
Yes, that's the one.
His name is Relic.
Okay. I try to go and find a church of relics.
So that is relatively easy, like just getting off the docks on the main street right after the docks. Directly in front of you is a church dedicated to Relic.
Okay.
The church
By the way, thank you, Wes.
Yes.
Oh, what'd Wes say? I didn't see it.
This is great so far.
He's
right on.
this so much. Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah. Steve,
It was right at- it was
it's
right
gonna
at
be
the mark.
hilarious.
Nice.
Reference.
Yeah, the church is blue and silver. There's draperies and things like that. The stained glass is blue and silver as well. It's a very welcoming place. There's a lot of people coming in and out, and you can see one of the clerics standing in front, talking or waving or anything like that. Though he's not proselytizing, right? He's not preaching to anybody.
Okay. I go in and I approach the priest, waiting for an opportunity to speak with him. Or her.
It's a man. He's standing there, and he turns to you. His skin's very dark. He's wearing white robes with blue sashes and a tunic over top. And he looks to you and he goes, "Yes, my child. What can I do for you today?"
Yes, I am a servant of relics, as are you, I'm assuming. And I am here to volunteer my services if there is any need.
He takes your hand into both of his and he goes, "Relic welcomes you to the port city of Losh. Do you have lodging?"
Not yet.
Very well. I may recommend some places to you unless you feel staying in the church is something more suited to your needs.
I am open to suggestions.
He looks to you and he's like, "What brings you here? You don't look like you're from this area."
No, I'm from
Edifice.
Well, actually, I don't want to mention that specifically.
Nope, go ahead. Okay, that's
I throw out a random
Fair. It's fair.
country somewhere.
He looks to you and goes, "Strange. I've never heard of that before. Perhaps that is across the sea?"
Yes.
Very well. Do you plan to stay in Losh long?
I have no plans. We'll see how fate plays out.
You are aware that this is the country of fate and chance.
That suggests that this is meant to be then.
Very well. Then might I suggest you go and be around some people you might be more comfortable with. The church can wait. I'm sure your studies and your duties to Relic are sound and unbreakable. However, perhaps you need to go enjoy the town for a little while.
So be it. If you have need of me, I will be around.
I know where to look. I recommend going to the Cultured Swine.
Sounds good. Let's go and punch.
Oh, I
that
won't
dog.
be going with you. This is an adventure you're going on your own.
No, I meant Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He points you in the
I wasn't
direction.
anticipating him coming with me or anything.
Yeah, no.
You're doing really good, Kevin. You're doing super good.
He points you in the direction of where it'll be. He says, up that road away, and then up the hill, and you'll find the Cultured Swine. Just look for the pig with a king's cloak.
And I go,
Kevin,
Yo.
this thing was. You were born for this. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so onward you go?
Yes.
All right, perfect. And we'll leave you there for a minute. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and go back to Jamie and Dan. Kristen and Sal will get back to you guys very shortly.
Take your time.
Okay, so in the Cultured Swine, Jamie, you are making your way over to Dan's character.
All right, so I'm looking at his surroundings. I see that he has a big weapon, and I want to touch it.
Sorry,
well,
Giddy. Anyway,
okay.
Giddy.
So Dan, you see
Then the
this.
disco ball comes out. And
I'm still listening.
Music starts playing.
Dan, you see this dragonborn making his way to your table.
I just sit there, looking at him as he's coming. You know, kind of have my hand on the axe, hand on the sword, but just waiting to see what happens.
Okay, Jamie, what are you gonna do?
I
You gonna
walk up
introduce
to
yourself?
the table. I slam my L on it, and look him dead in the eyes, and say, "What's up, Marky Mark? How are you today?"
I can't do this. Hold on one second.
Dan?
Can I call you Marky Mark? You look like a Marky Mark. Do you have a monkey punch?
Oh my god, no.
Out of character real fast. Remember, my character is straight sarcastic the entire time. So you're going to deal
No,
with
I
my
know. I
annoyingness
was there
the
when
entire
you were
game.
Well,
Oh,
wait a minute. Dan, how does your character read sarcasm?
I was just giving Kristen a moment.
Thank you. I did need a moment.
Good girl.
No.
So what is he? Slams his ale and calls me Marky Mark and says, "What's up?"
Yep.
I take his ale, I drink it, I throw the cup
Oh.
across the room, and I look him in the eye and say, "Fuck off."
Oh my god!
Jamie?
I look him right in the eye and be like, "You're more of a Leslie type, aren't you?"
No.
Dan?
I continue to look at him. I squint very much and look at him and just say, "You're a special kind of idiot, aren't you?"
Well, at least my parents told me that my whole life growing up.
I'm fine.
My parents told me that most of my life growing up, but
I want both
Yeah.
of you to go ahead and roll perception for me.
Oh my god.
So on your character sheet,
mhm.
I'm bringing up one now. In the center where it says
What's the dice,
skills,
baby? Because I have more.
it'll be 20-sided. But
Yeah.
you guys should be able to click on your
If you need it.
perception modifier. Yep.
Okay.
So scroll down, you'll see where it says perception. Wisdom is next to it, and it should have a plus or a minus. Go ahead and click on that number for me.
All right. You go first, Dan.
Yeah, and the base I'm setting is 13, so you need a 13 or higher. Kilgore, you got a 15. All right,
You guys
Nero.
both need just a hug.
By the way, my die is only if the internet is being a bitch.
I got a 16.
You got a 16.
Ooh.
Okay, perfect. All right. So both of you, when you're doing your stare downs, you do notice that both of those Minotaur get up out of their seats too. And they are just kind of standing there watching you.
You and your Minotaurs, man.
I love Minotaur. Minotaur are awesome.
I know you do. I know you do.
I lean back in my seat.
Jackson, thank you. We're trying. We're trying. It's day one.
Go ahead, Dan.
I lean back in my seat, go back to doing what I was doing, and just ask him, "Why are you bothering me?"
I look at wait, I don't know his name, so we're gonna look at Leslie here again, and I just look at him. I'm like, Leslie, you seem like a guy that likes adventures, and I'm really bad at making friends. So how about you say we team up? Because if you haven't noticed, there's two big Minotaur staring at us, and I am only 5 foot. So if you want to like throw me on your shoulders or something, we can end this real quick.
Dude, I forgot I was there, Jamie, when you made your character. I forgot you were a Hobbit Dragonborn.
So yeah, you've got this 5-foot Dragonborn.
My feet are dangling from the chair, waiting for him to answer.
We're gonna stop there for just a moment, and let's go.
Am I doing out of character? Am I doing okay so far?
You're doing just fine. You're doing great.
I already know what my response is.
So laughing.
We'll get back to that in a minute. Let's go back to Sal and Kristen, please.
Kristen can't right now. Give me a second.
Okay, well,
it's fine. Let's go.
I'm good.
All right.
No,
so
I'm
where
good.
were you two going again? To the library? Is that right?
No, we were going to the Cultured Swine first, I thought.
Perfect. Okay, so
my character is following Sal's character basically because we have the same idea of knowledge, but my character doesn't know where to find that.
The Cultured Swine is the perfect place to go for knowledge.
Is not.
So onward you go, right? Sal, the city is glorious. It's huge. It's beautiful. It's just like you've seen it before. You've been here a few times, but never this far deep into the city. It's always been like to the library or the museum or anything like that, reading scrolls, history, archives, things of that nature. Now you're
architecture, taking all that in.
Exactly. Now you guys are really getting into the life of the city, right? And the closer you get to the ports, the more fish smells it is. There's a lot of open markets as you're walking by, people selling food, selling like garments and silk, even weapons or herbs or components or all kinds of things. Anything you could think of, it is right along this path. And basically what you're doing is walking down the hill to get to the Cultured Swine. Yes, Kristen.
Z, why are we here? What are you looking for?
I thought we had agreed we are looking for others like us that are seeking knowledge. And this place was recommended to us by that person, by that guard.
It was, and I do see that we want to find knowledge, but man, these are all just stalls that do one thing. Is that how knowledge is given?
Yes. Yes, of course it is. People sit down, they communicate to each other. This is a good place. We get it out of this fish smell. This is a terrible smell.
Well,
down the hill you go. I'll give you guys another 2 or 3 interactions before you get to the door.
Okay.
You're fine. Darling, go.
All right. Yeah, we proceed on to the inn. Okay.
Perfect.
I'll check out the outside before entering.
Oh, you see the sign that hangs there. It's the pig dressed in the king's cloak with the crown holding the scepter, and it says the Cultured Swine underneath.
Is it a double door or a single door?
It is a double door, but it's a full-size door. It's not like a saloon. There's thin rectangle pieces of glass on front, but they're thick, so you can't exactly see into what's going on. They're more there to let light come through. If anything.
Can I open both doors at
once? My character right here.
Sure. Okay. Kristen, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Kristen.
This is not the place to find knowledge. I don't have a good feeling.
You worry too
Z?
much, sister. You worry too much, sister. Relax.
Go
I've been to
ahead.
I
places
do
like this
worry
before.
too much.
The people
I
here
know
will be
that.
nice and friendly and will communicate with us at any rate.
Sal,
I don't
go ahead
care
and
if
give
they're
me
nice
a
and friendly, but
persuasion check, please.
A
this isn't
persuasion
the
check?
Yeah.
yeah. For me,
Yep.
you got it.
It's in
Ugh.
this. A 3. So, Kristen, he is not very convincing at all. Sal, go ahead and give your argument there, buddy.
Sure.
Where do you suggest we start? I think this is a fine place. After all, this man recommended this place to us.
Great.
Why would he steer us wrong?
Because you're a trusting idiot, brother.
Kristen, roll persuasion.
D10?
20.
20? I got
Base
you,
is
babe.
13.
Base 13. Got it.
Yep.
Oh,
Let
oh
me
my
check
God,
and see
Kristen.
what you got for any bonuses.
Oh, I got 14.
Well, that's enough. Okay. So, Sal, she's sounding more convincing than you are at the moment.
And scared.
Fine, sister. Where do you suggest we go?
If we're going to learn knowledge, we need to know where knowledge is, and it's not in a tavern.
Okay, fine. We'll go there after. And I fling the doors open on the tavern, into the tavern, and I step
Perfect.
in.
Oh, please roll. Please roll. Make him roll.
what?
What?
Not
what am I making
acrobatics.
him roll?
Strength.
Strength? Oh,
The door hits him.
what's your strength?
Bad. My strength is 9.
I mean, if he was going to push the doors open,
It's
we
a
don't
door.
know how heavy they are. Strength.
Go ahead, roll strength. We'll take a peek there.
All right, be good to me, dice.
Negative.
Yeah, I hope they are, actually. I want this to actually happen.
What'd it get?
I got a
What did you
12,
do?
but minus 1, which is 11.
Okay. So when he goes to theatrically push the doors open as hard as he can, like you get there, Sal, and you go, and they creep open.
Here's me. Exactly.
Fine. Then I step
not
in,
ready.
and I turn back to her. I said, "En, are you coming or not?"
No, this is me and my brother. Exactly, brother, and they're not. We're not there yet.
Sal, you're going in?
I'm going in.
He's leaving you at the steps.
And here's me as a best friend and a sister going, oh, fuck. Okay. It's fine. No, it's cool. It's cool. I'll go in. But in my head, I'm like, bad idea.
All right.
Bad idea.
In you go, Sal and Kristen. Yeah.
Horrible idea, by the way.
Wonderful idea. Nesla and Zane enter the Cultured Swine. Immediately, Zane, to your right. Do what?
Can I get water? Can I order water from the bar and just let
Sure.
them do shit?
We'll get there in just a second. So to the right, Zane, this is a perfect place for you. You are happy because over here there's music playing. It's a very upbeat tune. The people look happy. Oh, it's wonderful. There's a fire going on in the corner. To your left is where all the people are milling about, conversing, sharing knowledge. The bartender, who obviously is the most knowledgeable in this whole establishment, is cleaning a glass, big smile on his face as he watches a 5-foot dragonborn and a 6.5-foot tall human go toe to toe and argue with each other.
Oh no!
He's just squeaking in, cleaning that glass, and he sees you and he goes, hello, please come on over here.
He's been watching.
All right, so I proceed up to the bar, and I kind of point to a seat for Nella to come here, sit down, like that. And now I'm looking around.
No, Nesla will sit down next to you, but she is gonna look at the bartender and go, water.
He nods. Water it is. We all start with water. And he dips a cup in a barrel for you and sets it right in front of you.
Oh, that's horrid.
Yeah, it doesn't smell very good, but it's water.
Sorry, that wasn't actually a D&D thing. That's just me, Kristen, going, not good.
But he turns to you, Zane, and he goes, and what can I get for such a distinguished gentleman as yourself?
Do you have any wine?
Oh, as a sister,
do I?
you're not a distinguished gentleman. Stop. Stop.
He looks to you
I'm
guys.
just
He goes,
ignoring her.
I'm confused. Are you distinguished? Because only distinguished gentlemen drink wine.
I am distinguished. Wine,
Very
please.
well, then. I would say some red elvish, if I'm not mistaken.
That's very good, sir.
Very well. And he reaches back into a bottle, pours it right in front of you, sets it down for you, good sir. 1 silver.
But
Very well.
both he and I speak Elvish. Do we recognize it?
Oh, he's not speaking Elvish. Oh,
Okay. Never
you mean
mind.
like-
Sorry.
No, she wants to speak Elvish to me, I think, right?
Oh, no.
I want to
So,
speak Elvish to you, but I
So-
want the bartender to either realize that we're speaking Elvish, to know that's actually Elvish. And I apologize to him if that doesn't work. Just cut it.
so the label on the bottle is written in Elvish, and it just simply says red wine.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything more than that. And he
Right.
sets the bottle off to the side. If you two speak in Elvish, let me know, and I'll
Yeah.
let you
We
know
both
if
do.
he understands or not.
We both do.
So I'll go ahead and I'll slide him 2 silver because of the water as a tip.
He goes, no, not necessary. The entertainment for tonight is tip enough. And he slides the silver back to you.
Very good,
then
sir.
me-
Thank you very much.
Me
Thank you.
speaking Elvish to him.
To the
What-
bartender?
Sir, yeah,
No, to-
bartender.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you just serve my brother?
He
I can
looks
roll.
to you. He looks to you, and he goes, I apologize, madam, but I do not speak whatever language it is you're attempting to speak to me in.
So
Oh, I
me
haven't
and
drank
Common.
anything yet. It's still sitting
It's
there.
fine. Give me a second. Me and Common. I know. So that means you don't know what he served. What
Oh,
you
but I
served.
do. The bottle is Elvish. It's written in Elvish right here. See? And he points to it.
But
Why
you don't
would
know
I
the
poison
Elvish.
my customers?
Can I read the Elvish in the bottle? Can I ask him, like, can I see the bottle?
He turns it right to you.
What does it say?
Red wine.
Sister, you're worried too
drink it.
much. Please let it go.
I agree.
Yeah, if
Your
you
worries
okay.
too much.
Sister, sister, please.
No, me talking to him like, great. But if it's poison, I ain't saving you.
Why would I poison my patrons? There's no reason for me to do that. If you're dead, I can't take your money.
Correct.
And
Exactly,
But
sister.
if it's
Why would he
in-
poison his customers? This is a
I will
fine
say-
establishment.
I will say
I
to the
agree,
bartender.
sir. A great
Stop.
establishment. Oh, I'm
Why,
sorry.
I will
why
say
are
to the
those two
bartender.
minotaurs standing up over there? What are they doing?
Oh,
I will say to the bartender.
hang on. Go ahead.
Hold on one
Kristen.
second.
Yep.
I will say to the bartender, I don't think you're doing it on purpose. I think you don't speak the language.
A lot of things are mysteries in this town, young lady. A lot of things.
Thank you, Jackson. Yeah, everything is poison.
Negative. But he looks
There
to
we
you, Zane, and he says, to answer your question, I believe our two cowish looking friends are going to attempt to break up whatever excitement is about to take place. And he points behind you, and we'll go back to Jamie and Dan for about a minute or two, and then we'll bring Kevin into the bar.
All right,
Right.
sister, we are about to have some live entertainment.
Are we? I'm not drinking what you're drinking, so I hope
I'm
I
not.
see the
I'm not.
same
I'm
things.
not drinking anything yet. I haven't said I drink anything yet.
Sal,
But the
it
glass is
does.
sitting there.
It does smell very enticing. It smells like red
Okay.
wine, like every other red wine you've ever
It's-
had a day in your life.
That's
Oh,
fine.
great.
Just leave it
I
there.
will actually. Do I have an action here, Tim?
What are you wanting to do?
To put my hand over his fucking cup.
Sure, if you want to.
I just
Right.
give her.
Do you
I
let
just
it
give her the.
happen?
I'll give her the roll eyes look.
Do you let it happen though? Because I'm about to take it and
Yeah.
floop.
You're gonna pour it out?
Oh, I'm gonna just run it through the rest of the bar. Let somebody else either drink it or spill it.
Hey,
I
there's
don't
two
trust it.
guys behind you that are about to get into fisticuffs. And speaking of which, let's go to Jamie and Dan.
That's all. Love you, Sal.
So, Jamie, Dan, Nero, Kilgore, what are you guys doing?
Well, Dan said he had a response to me.
That's right, your response.
Oh yeah, because he had said
Yeah.
something about fighting the minotaurs.
Yep.
So my guy gets up and stands in front of him and looks down at him, and says,
Oh my God, Wes, that's amazing. Sorry.
and says, "So you want me to fight these
What did I
minotaurs
do?
with you for no other reason other than just to fight?"
I get off the stool or the table.
Mhm.
I look up at him. Yeah, that's pretty much what I came here and talked to you about. If not, I mean, I could do it myself, but you know, you're twice the size of everyone here, and your axe looks like it could hurt really, really bad. So, yeah, put me on your shoulders.
I say to him, "Well, I gotta roll dice or something if I want to do an
No.
action or something."
That depends. What do you want to do?
I say to him, "I find your terms acceptable," and then I pick him up and I throw him at the minotaur.
Wait a
Oh my
minute.
God. Oh,
Wait, give
God.
me a second. Give me a second.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Okay,
No, it's
hang on.
great. I love it.
Hang on.
Please throw me.
Fastball special.
So you said you have accepted his terms, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Is that right, Dan? Did I lose you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay. So you want to pick him up and put him on your shoulders, or pick him up and throw him?
pick him up and throw him like if it was lengthwise, like head this way and feet this way, so that I would throw him to kind of like hit both
Sideways.
of them at the same time.
Got it. Okay. You're in the process of picking him up. Roll strength check for me real quick.
What dice is that?
That'll be a 20.
Alright, just
Your
curious.
base will be 13.
Oh, the strength. The one.
By the way, guys, I have physical dice for anything that
Yeah.
is just not working on
So,
D&D Beyond.
so
That's why
that
I'm
strength
asking.
right there where it says
Uh,
+3, click on that.
Yeah, click on the 16.
Or yeah, the 16. Click on the 16 for strength.
15.
Yeah.
15. Okay, that's good enough.
It's
All
beautiful,
right.
actually.
So you are in the process of picking him up. Kevin, you
Yo.
make your way into the Cultured Swine. Right as you see this human druid take a wine cup from the guy she's sitting next to, and this big barbarian is picking up this 5-foot
110-pound.
Thank you, Jackson. You're actually
dragonborn.
right. I have a bunch of D20s in front of
and-
me, but I always check.
Yeah, so he's picking up this
Thank you.
5-foot dragonborn, getting ready to throw him at these two minotaur that are on the other end of the bar that are looking extremely confused.
Oh my God, does he sound like the dog from that animated cartoon show?
Yeah, let me
What-
at
what
him.
is that
Just
one?
let me at him. Come on, guys.
I know, it's
Looney
great.
Tunes? No.
No, it's not Looney Tunes. It's
Scrap-
like a
Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo.
Is it Scrappy Doo or is it oh my God, Kristen can't think right now. Fuck
Scrappy
it, yeah,
Doo.
Scrappy Doo.
Kevin, go for it. This is
I
what
go
you walk
over-
into. This is the Cultured Swine.
Cultured.
Thank you
I
though, Jackson.
walk through the front doors. I survey all of that which is happening.
hmm
Then I go over. So wait, you guys, are you sitting at the bar facing in the bar or facing outward?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm not 100%
I
sure.
would
We're facing.
assume, and this is assumption, that we are sitting at the bar, facing the bar, where I'm just
Mhm.
arguing with my friend that's a brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
And across from us is the action that's about to happen.
Yes.
Right.
behind you.
I go over to the bar. How many? Okay, Tim. How many bar stools are here at the bar?
Oh, nice.
Tristan, give me a 10-sider roll, please.
You got it, darling.
Let me
Hold
know
on
what you
one
get.
second. I got you. Oh God, 1.
So we'll times that by 10. So there's 10.
Do you want me to
stools.
roll? That was sucky.
No, that's fine. There's
Okay.
10 stools, 2 of which are occupied right now. And
Okay.
those
Oh,
are
and
in
this
the
is
center.
me. Just anyone that's watching. This is my D10.
Got it.
I will go over and I will sit facing out, looking at the action Okay,
Okay.
these guys are facing this way. I'm facing the other way.
Who are you going to sit
go
next to?
over-
Are you going to sit next to Kristen's
I'm gonna
character
take.
or Sal?
I'm gonna give them one stool
Okay.
between me and them.
Are you on the right or the left?
I'm assuming that they're. Well, it depends on where they're sitting. I'm assuming if they're sitting closer to the door.
They're dead center. Yeah,
Oh,
on
okay,
bar
then-
stools, so you can
And then I
either
think
go
it's,
to the left or
Tim?
to the right. Yeah.
Kristen, Sal.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There you
Yeah.
go, babe. So I'm on the
assuming-
left side, he's on the right side, but we're smack dab in the middle of the bar.
That's right. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna sit one stool away from. 2 away from Kristen's character.
So on the left. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
closer to the
So
middle.
he'll be 1, 2.
Right.
I got it. Okay.
Love it.
All right, perfect.
And then
Go
I
ahead.
order a dwarven ale.
A dwarven ale. He
A
goes.
Yes.
You sure?
He looks to
Yeah.
you and he's like, "Sir, do you think you can handle dwarven drink? And if so, are you going to accuse me of poisoning it?"
Is that
No one's
something-
accused him.
Is that something you get often?
Today of all days, and he proceeds to pour you some ale in a smaller mug and slides it to you.
All right. I take. So I drink about a third of it in one gulp, and then I put it down, and then I look around and watch the action.
Tastes really good. Doesn't taste poisoned at all.
Yeah.
I love you, Tim.
All right, turning
Anyway.
around, you see Jamie getting picked up, this dragonborn getting picked up by this barbarian. So,
Sorry, that's so funny. I'm sorry. Give me a sec.
Dan, if you're gonna throw him, go ahead and throw him. I need a strength check there, bud.
So click the strength number again.
Yep, and let me know what you get.
You're throwing him?
Yeah, he's throwing
I
him.
love it. I love it.
Yep.
7.
This is great.
You got a 7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Okay, so
I'm hitting the floor.
when you pick him up, right? You feel the strength building in your arms and your muscles. They're working the way they should, and right when you get to throw him, you're like, "Oh shit, he's too heavy," and you chuck him, and he just kind of goes a foot or two. Jamie, you land right on your feet. The Minotaur just kind of look, and they look even more confused.
Okay.
I'm laughing my ass off.
It's so good. It's so good.
I land with
Van Damme,
2 feet and 1 hand on the ground.
Anyway.
Sure, super.
I looked. I looked back at Marky Mark, and
Leslie.
Leslie. Leslie, the
Anyway, good.
thing we were supposed to do was hurt them, right? How did you get so big and so weak at the same time?
The
Oh,
Minotaur,
God.
the Minotaur chimes in and he goes, "Yes, Leslie. How did you get so big and weak at the same time?"
Jamie, stop while you're ahead.
Go ahead, go.
I look at what's Jamie's character, Nero.
Nero the
Yeah,
broken.
yeah, he's dead.
I
He's
look
dead.
at yeah, he's gonna be broken. I look at Nero, and what is he? He's a dwarf.
He's a dragonborn, 5 foot tall dragonborn.
He's a hobbit dragonborn.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's real.
I look at
short.
Nero and I say, "God damn it! How much did your fat ass have to eat today?" And I pound down my drink, and then I pick him up and I swing him at one of the minotaurs like a bat.
Strength
Are
again,
you
sir,
swinging him
to
by
see
the
if you
tail?
can pick
Please
him
tell
up.
me you're swinging him by the tail.
Hang on. Let's see
I
what
want to know what
Sorry.
if he gets it. I got something.
Oh, I got
a 6. No, you can't pick him up.
What?
The Minotaur is just kind of he walks up to you. The other one comes from behind him,
Okay.
right?
I'm
They're
good. I'm
kind
good.
of
It's
staggered
great.
like this, and they're making their way to you. The Minotaur walks up to the Dragonborn, to Nero. This is the way they're dressed. Their fur is brown. Their horns are long and pointy. They have runes etched all in their horns. There's a lot of them. And they have more like bandoliers going across with a kind of Egyptian or Roman style skirts and loincloths with sandal wrappings down around their hooves. They each have great axes strapped to their backs, but they're not reaching for them. The one Minotaur that comes up in front, he looks down to Nero and he reaches and picks you up like a toddler. And he holds you out like this and he goes, "You're tiny."
I haven't been manhandled like this in a while, Father Steve.
Oh God.
Why
No.
does such a
Nope.
tiny creature want to cause massive destruction when he knows he will be squashed?
You know, you would think that, but the big guy behind me couldn't even throw me, and you lifted me like I was running from that eagle earlier today that, I was afraid of, but
Oh, God.
obviously big guys don't have a chance.
I lift
Wow.
you to save
Wow.
you from death.
That's
Is
the
it-
least of my worries.
Tim,
Yeah.
they're at the same bar that I'm at, right?
Oh, yeah. This is all happening right in front of you.
I can see it.
Yeah, front row seats.
Yep. Sure do.
No, that's great. That's great.
Nestla, we should talk to the other Minotaur.
I don't care.
I
about
say it
that.
loud enough for the other
They're-
Minotaur to hear us.
He turns to you and he goes,
I'm not gonna let them kill a youngling. I don't know how old you are. You're a youngling.
the other Minotaur holds his hand up and he goes, "Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, fair maiden. We do not kill children."
Great.
First off,
Give him over.
See, they are honorable
not a
people.
child.
Shut up. Give him over.
The Minotaur looks at you. Did you just yell at him?
It did.
He looks to
100%.
you and he looks back to
Because
his
as
companion?
a youngling, he doesn't know what to say to you. I'm saying, stop. Give him to me.
Okay, real fast.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
looking at the Minotaur and I can hear the conversation going on behind him.
Well, yeah,
So-
because they're talking. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I move his head. and
Please
go,
don't fuck this up, Jamie.
I move his
No,
head
go for it.
and say, "Excuse me, I'm 23. I'm not a youngling." I move his head back. Continue.
While he does that, I am filled with rage and scream, "God damn it!" And right when Jamie's character moves his head, I reach across and punch him in the face.
Jamie in the face.
Jamie?
No, the Minotaur.
Yes.
Minotaur.
The
Oh,
Minotaur
God. Thank God.
me holding Jamie. So
Okay, hang on. We're about to get chaotic here. So,
No,
we
go
are.
ahead, Tim. We're all dying, by the way.
So, Jamie, you push the Minotaur's head away. You say what you say. I'm 23. I'm not a kid.
My
that-
character.
That sort of thing. And the face is put back, and he turns to you, Kristen, and he goes, "You're right. Dragonborn at the age of 23 in human years are still children. Here,
Exactly.
you take the baby." And he goes to hand it to you, sets him on a stool, and when he turns around, Dan, that's when you come fist to face. So
Dan!
let's go ahead and roll an attack there, sir. I've got Minotaur armor class written down here somewhere. Give me just 1 second.
By the way, Jackson, I know. It's being fucked up, man. We tried.
Nah, this is just a hard lesson that's going to be learned. That's all.
I think we should delay
Not by
comic character of the
me.
week for this.
I already knew I'd probably die.
where's
let's-
attack on here?
If I remember
So-
correctly, earlier
I see.
Tim was like, "No, there's not going to be combat in this episode. Not at all."
Oh, there was. I had that in my head as soon as we started.
So
There was no combat until Jamie fucked it up.
right.
Yeah. You're welcome, everybody.
So we
Love
will
it.
do
I love
a
it.
15 armor class. So what you're going to do is you're going to attack Dan, right? And
So
you're
I
going to
hit
roll a
this.
20.
Hit.
So roll a 20-sided die.
Yeah.
So click on that dice that's in the bottom left of your screen
Hang on a second.
and choose the
Well, I can.
the very top
also-
one.
Well, wait a minute. So in your actions, right, you have unarmed strike
Yeah, I see it.
right there. And you have the range of
Okay,
5
yeah, you
feet,
wanna
which
roll your own dice,
you
trust
are
me.
within. You can roll the hit / DC. So their armor class is a 15. So you need a 15 or better to even affect this guy in any way, shape, or form.
So I just hit the +5.
Yes. And let me know what comes up.
11. And these dice fucking suck.
Yeah. So
Hence
What-
why Kristen has her own die, but you
What-
have to ask for it.
what you do, Dan, is just you are so sure this hit, and you pop him right in the snout, and he just kind of, you see him go, and he scrunches his nose up like he gets ready for a sneeze, and he goes, "What was that? I gave your child to someone that could take care of them, and you punch me in the face for it?"
And then I intervene.
Well, wait a minute, Dan first.
God. I was going to say thank you for giving the child back. I'm not a part of any of these other people
Dan
and their actions.
And
Yes,
I
sir. Do not
say,
take
"You're
a child.
Baby.
right, you filthy animal," and then I punch him again.
Oh, come on.
we're gonna put a stop to that, though. Jamie, do you say anything?
Oh, I get in between him and the Minotaur since obviously I'm dropped.
Are you touching both of them on their knees,
Oh my
On their
God.
shins
on their shins? Got it.
at this point.
Jamie.
Dan, you're gonna go
Sorry.
for a punch again.
Hang on.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
Before
ahead.
that, I stopped Leslie. I look at Leslie. Leslie, I think you've embarrassed yourself enough for the whole crowd that's here right now. You might
Leslie?
want to
Who's
sit
Leslie?
down.
That's what he's
to you in a
calling
second.
Dan's character.
Okay, great.
Yes, she
Sorry.
doesn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yes, because I don't know his name yet. Leslie,
No, it's fine.
Yeah, neither of you have introduced each other.
you've embarrassed yourself enough today. You've dropped me twice. And you punched this guy in the face, and obviously it didn't work. So maybe we should try something, more tactics, like me breathing my poison on him. And I turn,
Oh, for the love of God.
No, don't. No.
and I shoot my breath at him.
Okay, smarty pants. Let's get some initiative going here.
And
So,
this is why you all need a druid. Sorry.
Kristen,
Y'all need healing.
roll a 20-sider for me for my
got you,
initiative,
babe.
please.
Okay. I'm sorry, 19.
That's beautiful.
Jesus.
H Christ, yes.
I am not doing anything. I am standing still watching this whole thing take
Wonderful. Dan, hit your initiative button. Let me know what you get, please. Jamie, you do the same.
Which one's the initiative?
It's right up in
The
the top. It says initiative. It's in the middle. So yeah, we're looking at
Top in the middle.
Dan's right here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah, hit initiative. It's yours is
And for
at
anybody else,
+2.
I'll roll for you if you want, if you trust me enough.
All right. So I just
I'm
got
just
to hit it.
rolling on a table here.
Yeah, just click on the number. It'll roll.
19.
You got a 19, Dan.
Nice.
Jamie, what'd you get?
It's rolling still. Got a 4.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
physical dice.
Dan, re-roll again. Kristen, roll one more time for me, please.
D20?
Yeah.
You got it, babe. Oh, I dropped it. Who cares? I got more.
This is why I don't trust her rolling.
19.
10.
You got a 19
13.
again?
Yeah.
13.
Fuck. Okay, Dan, you go first. Then I
Oh,
go
what do I do?
Who
second.
doesn't trust my rolling?
And Jamie
Fuck
goes
you.
third. Okay, so what are you doing? Right? It's between the three of you. The Minotaur, the big, giant, huge Minotaur that is confused and slightly irritated. The 5-foot-tall Dragonborn that is getting ready to spit, and you wanting to punch him in the face again, right?
I'm spitting at his shin, remind you.
Well, okay, we'll get to that.
Me.
Dan, what are you doing, man? What's your action here?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to punch him again.
Okay, roll an attack. He's
Wow.
got an AC of 15.
We're all dying.
Maybe one of you.
Where's the attack
Okay.
again? Oh, yeah.
It's going to be me.
And let me know what you get.
All right. Do you need a roll, Tim?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
14.
14. Nope, that is still not a hit. You punch him right in the snout again, and he just kind of goes back and he goes, "That is getting very irritable, sir." And
Love
he
it.
looks to you and he just pulls his fist back and he's like, "I will return the favor," and comes right at you. What is your armor class, sir? Armor class is a 14. Kristen, give me a 20 with a +5, please.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever it is, add +5 to that.
All right. 19 plus 5.
Yeah, okay. So
24.
Dan, his furred brown fist is coming right to your face and connects hard. Roll me a D6 for damage, please.
D6?
Yep.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
6.
6 points of damage.
Sorry.
He just broke your nose. He just went whop, cracked you as hard as he could. Your nose breaks and shatters, and blood goes everywhere. Take 6 points of damage, sir.
All right.
So
I don't
16
know
and
how to do
14.
So right up here where
Good.
your current and max hit points are, your temporary, you'll be -6 from 14. Or you can change the max, or you can click on those and put them in there.
And that just happened to Dan, right?
Yeah, Jamie, you just saw that. Dan punched that Minotaur right square in the snout. He shook his head again and then reeled his fist back and let it fly and about caved his face in.
Yeah, and I watched his hand do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to type in.
So
here.
so here, let me show you. So right here on your hit points, right? Your current, you can click on current and then push
Just
down.
change it
To the number that it needs to be. So
Oh.
So you would be at 8.
yeah.
We're all dying, is what I'm saying. No, just kidding.
Oh,
I'm not dying. I'm watching the show.
no.
So
Look, I already told
Okay.
Tim if I die, I die. I don't give a shit.
Dan, that sent you stumbling back a couple of feet. Jamie, go ahead.
Okay. So after seeing Dan just get walloped in the face,
Yeah, the Minotaur is now starting to turn his attention to you.
I've seen Dan just freaking get it.
I as I see the fist go, I go, "No, Leslie!"
No.
And then I turn back and second guess myself.
You're gonna
Yeah,
stop?
you think?
I'm gonna stop, and since I'm on the ground, so with real fast with Sal's character, you said he had like a necklace, like a relic.
It's just it's like a symbol of the crest of the dragon, gold dragon.
Is it shiny?
You won't know it's a relic
Yes.
or anything
It's
magical.
it's
looking at
it's shiny because that's
Yes.
it's
Okay.
Shiny's
how
great.
it is.
So after he punches Leslie, no, I look over at the Minotaur and I go, "Look, something shiny."
He looks at you and he goes, I am not fooled by those tricks. I am not a goblin, sir.
It's fair.
I'm just letting you know, a guy with ADHD is telling you something shiny is right there.
Whatever ADHD is, it better not be cast upon me.
I swear to God, this is the uncultured swine. And I just,
Okay,
I look
Tim,
around for
what,
a minute.
What are you playing? The bartender?
No, that's the Minotaur.
That's the
Minotaur.
Minotaur talking.
Okay. I
So
was making
as
sure. I'm following.
as he's talking to me, I just drop down and slither between his legs to get away.
He lets you go and he looks back to Dan and he goes, have you had enough?
Since I stumbled back and I got blood all over my face, I smile and I reach back and I grab my axe
Oh God, here we go.
and I
You
say,
do, of course,
No.
realize you were overmatched here.
I don't give a shit. Fuck that Minotaur. I reach back and I grab my axe and said, not even fucking close. And then I swing my axe at his head.
Go
stop.
ahead. Go
Stop.
ahead.
Can I intervene by elbowing you in the dick, by the way? Sorry.
Who, the Minotaur?
But
No,
no,
Dan's
no,
character.
Dan. And giving
You'd
the
have to
Minotaur-
cross through this battle
Don't
axe
even give a crap.
coming
Don't
down.
even give a crap. Hear me out. I have 1,000 ball bearings. And give him a shiny ball.
Hold that thought.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Kevin.
As soon as I see him, I don't know if I can manage this, but as soon as I see him
I'm so
grab
jealous.
the axe, I pull out my shield to go to block the blow against the Minotaur.
I will let that happen. That's rule of cool. So we'll let that take place. Dan, you come down with the battle axe, but a shield comes in front of you and stops the hit.
Oh, in that case,
I had the
shiny
perfect
ball
thing.
bearing?
Go ahead,
No,
Jamie.
no, you don't. No, no, no. No one listen to Jamie.
Hang on, we'll
Sorry.
see what it is. Go ahead.
I
What
love
is
it. I love
So
it.
everything I was doing, because my character is stealth, is tactic wise. So
Yeah.
I slither between his legs and I pull out my longbow and I pull back and go, no one does that to Leslie.
Oh my God, no, no.
As
gonna
the
stop.
shield, It's coming.
Right there. So
No
the
one-
shield comes down. Kristen, you see him pulling back on the bow, getting ready to release. And yeah, Kevin, you have the final word before we end for the night.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I've been the
Go, Kevin. You have the final say. You have the
All right.
final bit of dialogue.
So I say this has been a simple bar brawl, which does not need to end in death.
Yes, it does.
And then we will end it there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
my
to
God.
Dungeons and Dragons on Codex. That was a great
No,
first
not
session.
great. Not great.
It was
We're all dead.
amazing.
We're all dead.
You guys
It was
are
great. It was
dancing
great.
with death already. A Minotaur twice your size, 50
tried.
times your hit
Tried,
points.
people.
Yeah, Dan's like, I don't care. Fuck this guy.
And me going, I need to find a new bar. I need to find a new bar.
Okay, so yeah, that's that, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with more Dungeons and Dragons. What, 2-3 weeks?
2 weeks.
That we're looking at 2 weeks.
I don't care. We're dead. I'm
Yeah,
dead.
so in 2 weeks, so about the 11th or the 4th of June, either way, ladies and gentlemen, you will know. And we will be back with episode 2 of Dungeons and Dragons on Codex. Before
I
we
die.
get out of here, once again, ladies and gentlemen, please let everybody know your character name and their race. Jamie.
I am Nero the Broken, and I am a dragonborn that just causes sarcastic chaos.
Sal.
I have a high elf wizard. His name is Zane Darkmoor.
Perfect. Kristen.
I am Nestla Greenleaf, and I am a human druid who is best friends with Sal's Zane. Z.
Archduke Kevy.
My character's name is Sir Vases, and he is a
Love it.
human paladin. Thank you.
Perfect.
Love it.
And Dan, finish it off, please.
I'm Kilgore the Death Slayer. I'm a barbarian that likes to fight. Once you get him,
Wonderful.
fucked up, he doesn't.
I was there when he created his character. It's gonna be awesome.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Dungeon Master, Tim the Terrible, and we just had one hell of a night. We will see you in 2 weeks for episode 2. We'll see you next time.